Well, here we are. We are back for yet another live stream, and we'll see what happens. That's what we always do. We always just see what happens around here. So, as far as I can tell, I am live, and I need to figure out how the hell to get to my YouTube studio again to give me control over my stream. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So I should be able to jump in right here. View on YouTube. Don't want that. Don't want that. Just waiting for my friends to show up. We'll see if anybody wants to come hang out with me. I just don't know. So it looks like, oh, the Wanderer is here. Hello, the Wanderer. How are you doing? How are you doing today? I'm just over here messing around with my buttons here on YouTube. Hello, Justin. How are you? There we go. I'm looking for stream settings, and I am turning it on. Where is it? I need someone to come help me because I'm clearly not that bright. What's going on, Creed? How are you? Lady Boomer in the house. Lady Boomer, have I worn out the DEA agent joke? Or are we still doing that? I don't know if I've worn it out. Now, there's supposed to be a spot over here where I can set it so that only, what am I trying to say? I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. Only subscribers can comment. And I found that button with no problems last time. And now I'm not able to find it. There we go. Who can send messages? Subscribers. There we go. It took me a minute, my friends. It took me a minute. But I've done it yet again. That's, to kind of keep the trolls away, to prevent me from having meltdowns on my own goddamn streams. So I have to go set that up. So we just got it done. And hello everybody. It's good to see you. I'm still getting used to the setup and everything. I think I showed it in my last video. I believe I showed it. I know I showed it on Snapchat, where I was super excited that I had got my dual monitor set up looking good and got my speaker set up good. And I'm a very happy person in my truck right now. You can't tell by looking at me. I look grumpy as hell. But we got a really nice setup in here. Now, and I'm excited, but I'm just getting used to where all the buttons and controls are, and that's why it took me a while. So with that said, hello everybody. It took me a minute. The Wanderer, how are you? Hello, Justin. Good to see you. I think I said hi to people already, but we'll say hi again. What's going on, Freddie? We are here. What's going on, Creed? Lady Boomer, once again. Where are you at, bro? I am somewhere in Illinois. I see Tommy said hello from Illinois. Well, hello to you too, Tommy from Illinois. I am somewhere out here. I don't know for sure. Where I'm at. There's a road ranger. I'm at a road ranger in Illinois. So we'll go from there. What's up, Josh? I'm a lonely old trucker too. Been broke down for about a week. A week? Holy shit, Lucas. I would not tolerate that. Whatever's got you broke down for a week, somebody would be giving me a loaner truck, or I'd be going live every day and e-begging for money or doing something to not be broke down for a week. I hope that gets better, Lucas. But in my humble opinion, if you're broke down for a week, that's about time you start raising hell and telling somebody they need to fix it. What's going on, Heston? Good to see you. Good to always see you, Heston. Sam says, hey, Josh, what's up, Sam? And then San the Man, the Fit Freak Trucker, is another one of our fashion gurus that thinks I need to get rid of a hat after wearing it for just a few months. This is a perfectly good hat, San the Man, the Fit Freak Trucker. There's nothing wrong with this hat. It could maybe take a trip through a washing machine, but other than that, this is a damn fine hat. There's nothing wrong with it. I got other hats around here. I don't know where I threw them all at, but hey, oh, now my camera won't focus because I moved off of it. Let's see if we can get that to focus again. Fuck it. I look better when I'm blurry. Who cares, right? Actually, we need to fix that because that's going to drive me nuts. That's going to drive me crazy. There we go. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we can all agree that I'm probably not the most fashionable person out here. But hey, we'll get through it. What's up, Operator Dubs? Good to see you. Good to see you. Nathan says, what's going on? Just chilling, man. Just chilling. I cleaned up my truck again today, cleaned the floors, and bought me one of those boot brushes that go on the step. And I guess I'm still in this little manic phase I've been having about cleaning up the truck, but that's okay. That's okay. We cleaned up some more today, and I'm happy with that. So that's what's going on. Creed is getting absolutely trashed in the hotel. There you go, Creed. There you go, Creed. I like your style. I wish I was doing the same. Absolutely. May the pulse be with you. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Lady Boomer says it's fine. All right. We can still call you the DEA agent. Krista says I assume her favorite trucker. There you have it, folks. There you have it. That's all we needed to know. That's all we needed to know. I am Krista's favorite trucker, and I hope y'all kind of like me, but I'm her favorite, and that's fucking good enough for me. That's good enough for me. So, there it is. Yeah, I got it done. I got it done. We did it. We did it, my friends. It's just one button press, but I'm kind of dumb, so I don't really always get it right. Hello, Wicked Spider. Good to see you, man. How are you? And I see over here real quick, Heston with the $5. Thank you, Heston. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to buy me a beer with it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So thank you, Heston. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Where were we? Where were we? I never know what I'm doing with these streams. I really don't. I just hope you guys will help me. I was parked next to a Prime driver, but he's leaving right now. And he's leaving without driving into my truck. And he's doing well. He's doing good. He's driving between the fuel pumps right now. He didn't hit anything. He's driving at full speed, though, about 3, 4, 5 miles per hour. He's got pedal to the metal over there. Prime just pulled out of here, about ready to get some fucking work done. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. And greetings to you too, Tommy, also from Illinois. Also from Illinois. I don't know where the fuck I'm at, man. I would kindly subscribe to meet you on Fuel Island. Yeah, that's not really a subscription service that I offer. You just got to find me. You just got to find me. So good luck with that. I am in Illinois somewhere. Dan360, what's going on, man? How are you? Good to see you. When are you going to start making fun of Prime? I just did. I guess we were on the same page, huh, Gary? I guess we were on the same page. I didn't notice that that you said that yet, but I think we're on the same page. What's going on, Ricky? Wave to you too. Hello, hello. Is the one speaker still hanging in there? It's so weird, Tommy, because the speaker on this side, the left side, I stuck that to the wall with I think just 2 squares of that Gorilla Tape, and I have easily driven 1,000 miles. And it's still up there against the bottom of the shelf, the cabinet or whatever, and it has not fallen off. The other one, on the other side, I've got like 8 squares of Gorilla Tape on it, and I'm using the subwoofer underneath it to hold it up, and it falls off every day. So whatever happened with the Gorilla Tape on this side, that shit's never coming off, Tommy. It's going to take a nuclear blast to get that off the fucking wall. But on the other side, I can't get it to stick for shit. It won't stay up there, but that's okay, because I just set that up at the end of the day when I want to play my games or whatever. It still works just fine, but it falls over every day. This one over here on the left never falls off, and that's the important one. That's the one that's got to stay there, right? So it's working out good enough. I'm in Lamar, Pennsylvania this evening. Have to go to, I don't know how you say that, Bayonne maybe? I'm not really sure. New Jersey. Well, I got exciting news on that note. I had one state left. I had one state left that I'd never been to. Because why the fuck would you ever go there or even go through there? And I finally knocked it off the list. Last week or the week before, and finally I have made it through Rhode Island. So we have officially hit all 48 states now. Took 10 goddamn years to do it, but we hit all 48 finally. And I'll probably never see Rhode Island again, I imagine, because it took 10 years to get there. But yeah, we've officially knocked off all 48 now. It's Holland Donkey in the house. What's up, Grinch? What's up with you, Holland Donkey? I don't know why you call me that. I'm such a friendly, fucking lovable adorable person, and you have to call me names like that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start doing this from now on. Let's go ahead and kick out the troll accounts. Don't mean to be a dick, but I don't want to be drug into all that. So good day to you. Have a nice day. Are you parked in a fuel island? I am not. I am parked directly across from them, though. I hope Road Ranger's got some good food. There's a strip club across the interstate from me. I think it's a strip club. So if somebody wants to cash at me like somebody want to cash at me like $1,000, and I'll go fucking tear up. I will go tear up that strip club tonight and get video and everything. I'm not saying anybody has to. I'm just saying if you wanted to give me a good. I hope you guys know I'm joking. Some people take that very seriously, but I think that's a strip club across the interstate. But there's a Road Ranger here, and I'm gonna see what they got to eat later. We're gonna get us some food there in a little bit. I got some fucking. I don't know if the food critic is here. Joe is hungry. I don't know if he's here, but I got some Bojangles earlier for the first time in my life, and the fries were delicious. 2 of them tasted like cleaning chemicals, but the rest were pretty good. So I don't know if Joe is hungry is aware of this, but he needs to know about it. You have heard of Fuel Island. There is total drama on Fuel Island. I don't know. I don't think there's anything on Fuel Island right now. This Fuel Island has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5 pumps. Good thing they didn't have more than that, because I would have had a real situation on my hands. But only 5. They're all completely empty, because who fuels at Road Ranger? I don't fucking know. But there is a trucker that appears to be homeless, which is, look at me. I mean, like I got room to talk. But he's kind of walking across it right now. But Fuel Island is just empty right now. There's literally nothing happening over there. So, yeah, just not much going on, Krista, unfortunately. And we've got Austin with the $10. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate you so much, man, with the super sticker that appears to say thank you with some sort of, is this a fox? This is actually pretty cool, because with the 2 screens on StreamYard, you can't see these animations. It just says they sent you a super sticker. But then when you got the dual screen up, because I'm fucking fancy, right? Then you can see this little, it appears to be a fox maybe, or some sort of cute dog with his tongue out dancing. But thank you so much, Austin, for that $10. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Oh my God, Josh, how are you, brother? Necromancer, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just out here trucking. I got a cool video, hopefully coming tomorrow. I'll give you guys a little preview of the video I'm going to record tomorrow, sort of the premise of it. I realized that I need to start standing up for myself. And when a load, yeah, right, in my 40s, I just realized that, right? But when a load doesn't make sense, then I'm not going to take it from now on. So we are balls deep in the middle of rejecting shitloads, and that's the only teaser I'm going to give you for tomorrow's video. But we're just straight up saying no to shitty loads from now on. I'd rather sit than do a bullshit load. So we'll talk more on that tomorrow. That's sort of the premise for the video tomorrow. But that's how I am, Necromancer. That's how I am. So thank you. Waiting for you to get a Swift Super Trucker hat. I have a Swift hat around here somewhere. I don't know where I put it, because I had hats everywhere. I'm like, my God, there's so many fucking hats. And I don't know where I threw them all somewhere, but I don't remember where. But I do have a Swift hat. I'll tell you why I wear this one as much as I do. It's for the thumbnails. As silly as that might sound, you guys might think this is fucking goofy, but it's kind of fading now, but it's bright colors, right? So it's partly the reason I like this hat when I bought it was a bright color. So when I snap a picture for the thumbnail, by the way, guys, I recently learned how to make my own thumbnails. Remember, I had a thumbnail guy. I finally learned how to make my own. So the last few I made all by myself. How about that? But part of the reason I got this hat is because of the bright colors to go with the thumbnails. Does that make any sense, or am I just being a fucking weirdo? I don't know if I'm being a weirdo or not. NASCAR is in Chicago doing the road course, are they? Yeah, I don't know much about NASCAR, but that sounds cool enough. Always good to see you, by the way. Is it speaker on the left still survive? It's still there. It's still there. I can't believe it either. And it sounds, just those two speakers and the subwoofer with my PS5 sounds incredible in here. With the laptop, not so much. I don't know if that's like the onboard sound card or what it is, but with the laptop, it's kind of whatever. But with the PS5, it's got such a good sound, because I was worried. I was like, I'm going to have to step it up and get like a 4-speaker setup and put them back in these corners, which I still might do at some point. But with the PS5, it sounds fantastic. And I'm actually excited. You guys know that most of you guys know that I have played The Witcher 3 over and over and over for years. I just couldn't find anything worth playing, right? Nothing else is worth playing. But I don't know how many of you guys will care about this, but after 10 years, here in 2 weeks, we are finally getting a college football game again. And the college football games have always been so fucking fun. And it's been 10 years since we've had one, since EA was allowed to have one. And it's going to be really cool with the sound. My eye is like twitching and shit. I'm sorry. But it's going to be really cool with that sound system in here, because the college football games do the whole presentation with the drums and marching bands and shit. And I am going to make sure the day it releases that I pull into a Walmart and buy me the game. I would download it, but I'll use up all my bandwidth and then I can't live stream and shit. But I'm going to pull into a Walmart on release day, and I'm finally going to get it. 10 years, my friends. I don't know how many of you care about college football or video games, but I'm fucking hyped, man. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. But does that answer your question about if the speaker's still there? I hope so. So, what's going on, Wicked Spider? Sorry about that long-winded response, Shanky, about speakers. We kind of went off on a tangent there, didn't we? Sorry about that. What's up, Josh? I was wondering, did you ever get off the load? Yeah, so I'll cover that more tomorrow, but I have my last 2 loads I've dispatched myself. And I'm trying to get a full week out of it. If I can get a full week out of it, then I can get another video out of that. I don't want to give too much away. I want you guys to watch tomorrow's video. I want you guys to watch Wednesday's video. I want you to watch Friday's video. So yes, the answer is yes. I got the load off the load board, the last 2 loads, and hopefully I'm swinging for a full week of loads off the Swift load board. Right now, it don't look too promising. But I'm near enough to like the Chicago area. Tell me that Swift don't have a load out of the Chicago area on a Monday morning, then we all might as well pack it up at that point. We all might as well get out of trucking, because it's fucking dead. So we'll see how it looks in the morning, but I'm hoping to get at least 1 more load, a long one, or at least 2, shorter ones to finish out a full week off Swift's load board, so I can get a video out of it, but it's hard to do right now. But we'll get into that more. We'll get into it more tomorrow. Great vape Geek Bar Pulse. I agree. The truck stop I'm in now just had these kind of shitty ones. I had to get 2 more, but they're these elf tank things, and I already know I'm not going to like them as much, but I needed more nicotine. The Geek Bars are where it's at. That's the good shit. For sure. San Demand that was making fun of my hat earlier. So $5. Thank you. I appreciate it. Get your reps in, drivers. Mindset over circumstance. Thanks for the content, Josh Goat. Yeah, you're welcome. And as you can see from these guns, I've been getting my reps in. Yeah. It's good advice. But me, well, I'm fucking too lazy. I'm too goddamn lazy for that. But hey, it's good advice. And thank you for the $5. I appreciate you, man. Even though you made fun of my hat. What's going on, Justin? I'm not sure if I said hello already, but hello nonetheless. He didn't get you on Fuel Island? No, nobody's got me on Fuel Island yet. I'm starting to think the whole Fuel Island fist fight is just somebody's fantasy. That's what I'm starting to think. So anyways, do you have any funny bathroom stories from the truck stop? I mean, none off the top of my head, Necromancer. No, none I can think of, but there's some wild shit out there, man. You see some crazy shit. Like, that's where I'm actually going to get in a fight, I think. Not Fuel Island, but these fucking guys that go in there and do whatever they do with the water bottle, shove it up their ass or whatever it is they do, and then they leave them there. Like, sometimes the bathrooms are so fucking busy that you have to wait in line, right? So you're waiting, trying not to shit yourself, and then you go in and the asshole that was just in there left his bottle behind. I swear to God, guys, one day I'm going to grab one of these motherfuckers by the ear and drag him back in there and say, get your fucking disgusting ass bottle out of here. I don't give a fuck what you do in that stall, but like leaving the bottle behind is the problem. And these dudes always leave the fucking bottle, and it drives me fucking nuts. There's been a few times that I've like almost blacked out in the fucking truck stop bathroom because I'm like, get your fucking shit out of here. That's fucking gross, man. Like, do what you need to do with that bottle. But take the shit with you. Get it the fuck out of here. And that's where I'm actually going to end up getting in a fight, I think, more so than Fuel Island. So, hey, Telly, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you, Telly. Hello to all. Hello to you, too. It's good to see you. I would say your name, HWalk51. Sorry, at first I was like trying to actually like sound it out, and it would have came out ridiculous. Do you still work for Prime, or did you quit? I do still work for Prime. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you like Alex the trucking guy? Let's say I'm indifferent. I understand how YouTube works. What I'm about to say isn't to talk shit. He's obviously built a brand that does very well, that people enjoy watching. I understand like how YouTube works, and a lot of what he does, I'm trying to say this as respectful as possible because I don't actually want to beef with the guy. I don't have an issue with him. But a lot of what he does in his videos is acts completely clueless. And the reason people do that is to drive engagement in the comment section. So if you act like you don't know what the fuck is going on, then it's natural instinct for other people to start commenting a lot and over and all these things. And so I don't really enjoy the whole clueless act. Like, oh, I've been driving a truck for 3 years, but I got no clue what's going on. And I started watching his interview on Fox News. I started watching it and I gave up right away. I was like, I just can't do this because he's a company driver, and that's okay. That's completely okay. But Fox News brought him on there, and they started like kind of grilling him about like fuel prices and how that's affecting trucking, and his answers just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, and he didn't know the answer either, and he was just out of his league on that specific topic is what I'm trying to say. And it was just a really, really bad interview, and I could only watch a few minutes of it, and I'm like, it's okay to be a company driver. I firmly believe that, but it's not the right questions from Fox News to ask what's your take on fuel prices and how it's affecting trucking, and you're a company driver. Because when you're a company driver, who gives a fuck what fuel prices are? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? So I don't have issue with Alex the trucking guy. He clearly is building a brand that works. All I can say is it wouldn't be me. I have complete idiot moments on YouTube myself, but going out of my way to be like, fuck, I don't understand anything, I don't know what's going on here, I wouldn't do that myself as content. I hope that didn't sound too harsh. I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's just not for me. You know, it's just not for me. What's going on, Chance? How are you? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Rubbing alcohol to clean the surface would probably... Spit it out, Organized Chaos. You're going to leave me hanging like that? Now I have no idea what you were going to say. Damn it. Rubbing alcohol to clean the surface would probably... It's like he got us right there. Organized Chaos just took us right to the edge and just left us hanging right fucking there. Thanks. Thanks, Organized Chaos. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much. That's the troll I kicked out. Vermont is the only lower 48 I haven't been to. I'm pretty sure I've been through Vermont. Yeah, pretty sure I've been through there. I've hit them all now. It took me for fucking ever to hit Georgia for some reason. Don't ask me why. It took me years before I ever went through Georgia. Now I've been there a ton of times, but Vermont, yeah, I've been through there. Positive of that. Yeah, Rhode Island was the last one. And I finally got it. Finally got it. Guess what? It looked like every other fucking state. Shocker, right? Fucking shocker. If you blink, you'll miss Rhode Island. Absolutely. I'll send you Monopoly money because some of them titties are fake. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if you're offering to send that to me, but sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Road Rangers I've stopped at is a pretty good truck stop. Nice stuff without throwing the extra stuff in your face. Yeah, I got a few things here. I think I mentioned it earlier in the stream. I got that boot brush I needed for the step out there. And a lot of the truck stops have the really short one. They had a full length that covers the whole step. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, go big or go home, right? Go big or go home. So I got the whole fucking thing. I see my homie here. I'm going to scroll down real quick to the bottom. I'm going to scroll back up. I'm way, way, way behind. But it's the man himself, Original Outcast. I fucking love this dude. I love this guy. I've been watching your videos. And I got to be honest, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. As a matter of fact, I've been keeping my eye on you, Original Outcast. And I'm like, if this guy's going to start uploading like consistently again and doing some good trucking videos, I'm going to start sharing them out. But I've been watching. But we'll see how that all goes. But I've been enjoying the videos, man. I really have. I enjoyed your response to what Smart Trucking was saying. Once again, I'm not beefing with Smart Trucking necessarily, but how do I want to say this? The idea that all lease purchases are going to fail and nobody should do a lease purchase and all these things. You've done it twice. And you're not the only example of someone that's done it. And I just really enjoyed the video because as truck drivers, it doesn't hurt to like open our minds and be like, maybe in trucking, there's millions of different things you can do. And sorry to everybody I skipped. I'm going to scroll back up in a minute, but I wanted to talk to Original Outcast for a second. We need to start to learn to keep open minds in trucking because one of the truly great things about trucking is that you can do it however the fuck you want. Right. And if it worked for you, then that's good. And failures fart. That's not what I meant to say. Failure is part of the process of learning where your place is in trucking and what you want to do. And it's okay to get out there and get your ass kicked and even make videos that you just got the shit kicked out of you. And now you got to recover from this. And what are you going to do? And that's part of the reason I came to Swift. I wanted to see it for myself instead of listen to what somebody said on the internet. And with that said, I'd say in the next 2 weeks we've got my Swift 3-month review coming out where we'll cover that and see how it's actually going. So, no, really enjoying the videos, man. I really am. So, keep doing that. And we'll see where that goes. So, Necromancer with the $5. Thank you so much. Heard you drove through Rhode Island. I live in the greater Providence area. I went right through Providence. I sure did. And I started in Massachusetts, Springfield, and then I went down through Providence and then ended up in Massachusetts somehow on these little tiny fucking roads that they were truck routes, but should they be? I don't really fucking know. So anyways, I got to scroll all the way back up to where I was. I think I read, I think that was right where Organized Chaos was edging us. Yeah, right where he left us hanging. Where was I? I think right here. Connie's Corner in Chester, West Virginia is fantastic, and Connie herself is really nice. She makes homemade burger mac and cheese. I don't know about Connie's Corner, but hey, If they got truck parking and they're really nice, we love them here. We love them here. I see other homie here. You know what? I'll scroll back up in a minute. It's Trucker Dave in Red. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. I love this guy too. Trucker Dave in Red kicks out some pretty good videos for us over there. Been doing the owner op thing for quite a while. And just kind of minds his business and makes his videos. I like that guy a lot. So there you go, Trucker Dave in Red. Good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Now I got to find my spot again. Here we go. Holland Donkey. He's probably been sitting over there waiting. He's like, stop scrolling to the bottom, you fucking dick. Read my comment. So now we're going to find out why Holland Donkey calls me the Grinch. I started calling you Grinch for two reasons. You play the antagonist that everyone loves to hate, and your eyebrows. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I have had women. Now I can't get my hat on straight. It's this backwards angle. But I've had women be like, we would kill to have that fucking arch in our eyebrows. Yeah, I know you would. You'll have to settle for mine, though, ladies. You'll have to settle for mine. It's not as archy as I get older. Looking at myself backwards is fucking with me. But yeah, women love these eyebrows. They sure do. If you ever roll on US 24 through Watsika, is that how you say that? Watsika, and have time to stop, there's a new fried chicken place. All right. I don't know how far I am from that, Tommy. Let me look. Just out of curiosity. Watsika. They got some interesting names up here for cities. Oops, I'm spelling it wrong. Oh, I'm a little ways from you there, Tommy. About an hour and 45 minutes away. But nowhere near there. Oh, that's weird, Charles. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that comment. That wasn't very nice. Here you go. No reason to be over here stirring the pot. That wasn't very nice. You should look up the Findlay hats they got. The chin string and stash pocket in the... Are you suggesting I need a strap on my hat? I don't know how to feel about that, organized chaos. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Why don't you go owner-operator at Landstar? It's all pick your own loads and build relationships. Well, for one, I don't own a truck, for one. And last I knew, there's a lot of brokers out there that won't touch Landstar, won't work with them. So that's my couple of reasons. Plus, Landstar's percentage, last I checked, was really bad. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. I don't really want dick to do with Landstar. Even when I owned my truck, I didn't want shit to do with Landstar. There's nothing about them that appealed to me. I did work for a cool company, though. I don't know if they're still in business. I don't know whatever happened to them, but they were a company called Solo Trucking, SOLO. And that's who I was running my international with when I still had that. And it was pretty cool. I think it was 75% of the load, if I remember correctly. And they had a load board that I think it just pulled from the DAT load board, if I'm being honest with you. And you just called the broker, you negotiated your rates. That was a really cool setup. I don't know if they're still around because they were obviously there when the market was doing really well, and they were all owner operators, and a lot of businesses went under in that time. So if you're an owner operator, you got your own truck and you're looking to do something similar to Landstar, Solo was fucking cool. I really enjoyed working there. And the only reason I left was because the fucking international broke down. And what else was I supposed to do? Skyline, just stopping to say what's up. I'm in Jacksonville. Good to see you, Skyline. Jacksonville, Florida, huh? I've never been that far south myself. But good to see you, nonetheless. Make trucking great again. Should you get into trucking was a great video. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's kind of one of those videos that I hope does well over time. Wasn't that great out of the gate, but that's okay. That's okay. What is up, Super Trucker? Not much. Just sitting here vaping. And hanging out with you guys, yelling at my camera. I guess that's what I'm doing. Damn, I can't read. Josh, how are you? Good to see you back. How is the truck? The truck's good. I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's just another T680. That's about all there is to it. I wish I had better news for you. It's just another T680. What is the name of the speakers you use? Well, these are just Logitech speakers, Trucking USA. It's just the two speakers, the left and the right, and the subwoofer. I think it's like an 80-watt setup. It plugs in with a headphone jack, and I have a computer monitor in here that has a headphone port on the back of it, and that's how we get sound. That's how we get sound. But just a little 80-watt, which is pretty good for the truck, if I'm being honest with you. It's not a bad setup for the truck, but I kind of at some point wouldn't mind going bigger. 4 speakers, bigger subwoofer, and just get this truck fucking rocking, right? When I'm in here just playing games by myself. That's what I want to do. PS5 party in Josh's truck. Hell yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to get NCAA on the PS5. I don't think it's called NCAA now because they don't have the NCAA license. But the college football. And I will be playing that on my PS5. I'm sure we can play online together. And if you don't know what my name is on PS5, this is going to blow your fucking mind. Are you ready for this? Are you sitting down? It's this guy Trucks. It's this guy Trucks on PS5. So, yeah, you can add me on there even. And if you get the college football game, I'll play it with you. I will. I'll whip your ass. All of you. Any one of you. Ain't none of you going to beat me. I'll whip your ass on it, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Biden or Kamala? Is that how you say her name, Kamala? I was never really sure. I don't know. Sean's voice cracks. But I don't know how to answer this. I think it's time for Biden to call it a career. He had a good run, and it's just time. It's over, old man. Just hang it up and spend the last few days you have left enjoying life, because he's too fucking old, man. He's too fucking old. We got to stop electing old men, period. Doesn't matter. Democrat, Republican, it doesn't fucking matter. We got to stop electing elderly, out-of-touch men to be presidents of the United States. So, yeah, Biden, he should just call it. He should just call it and say, hey, I had a good run, and just ride off into the sunset. Question with the huge mega cabs. They are restricted to 48-foot trailers. Can you get an overlength permit? FBI, maybe I'm out of the loop on this, but when I got my CDL, length was never the issue. I believe you could be as long as you fucking wanted to be. I believe you could be as long as you wanted to be. It was obviously height and width. Those were issues. But if I remember correctly, when I got my CDL, because one of my instructors had one of those, whatever those huge cabs are called, he's got a bathroom in there, he's got a bedroom, a kitchen, all those things. And he pulled a flatbed just hauling jet engines. And he said that nobody cares how long the fucking thing is. And if I'm being honest with you, I haven't looked into this for a while, but I have never in my life heard of an over-length permit in my life. I don't know if that changed, but it used to be, as far as I know, according to my instructor in trucking school, length was not an issue. You could be as long as you wanted to be. If I'm wrong about that, definitely somebody correct me. But I've never heard of an over-length permit myself. But also, keep in mind, I'm just a door swinger. I don't do specialized or anything like that. And this was 10 years ago that I was told that information. So you got me. Hello, how many miles do you do in a week? How much do you get paid? Distance. Well, trucking. Every week's different, we try to do at least 2,500 at very least. But there's probably an average in there somewhere. But you try to get the most you can. And Swift's got a sliding scale for how they pay. The bottom end for the longer loads is $1.15, and I don't know what the higher end is. I always forget to look at that, but I always just base everything at $1.15 plus fuel surcharge. We're not getting rich over here. I'll tell you that right now. We're not getting rich for sure. When you view the load board, are you able to pull a load from dry van load and a reefer load board? Are you only limited to the division you signed up for? So as of right now, I think still Ziggy. I don't think it's changed, but their load board at Swift, unless something's changed, is specifically for over the road dry van. They, last I knew, they didn't have a reefer load board or a flatbed load board, but it was specifically over the road dry van. You have to be specifically assigned to their over the road division, because if you're like dedicated, then what are you looking at a load board for anyways? And they had said, last time I heard Swift talk about it, they said out of the entire company, it's 400 drivers that have access to the load board. And that's because there's only 400 drivers that are over the road dry van drivers. So they haven't, unless they changed something in the last month or so, they haven't opened up a reefer load board yet. So it's just that. It's just strictly that. And they still got a long ways to go. But they're getting there. They're improving. If you need a load tomorrow, there's a bean plant in my town, 150 miles south of Chicago. It's pretty far from where I'm at. That's a lot of deadhead. But we'll see what happens. There's no way on a Monday morning that Swift, of all carriers, doesn't have loads leaving the Chicago area. There's just no way. And like I said earlier in the video, if that is the case, then it's catastrophic. We're all fucked. Because if Swift does not have a load out of Chicago on a Monday morning, the economy just collapsed. It's fucking over, my friends. Pack it up, call it a day. There's nothing left to see here. They've got to have loads tomorrow. They absolutely do. I'm not stressed about it at all. It's unclean after the use, so I don't want to touch the bottle anymore, because they're all about keeping clean because of their religious beliefs. Oh, we're talking about the bottle. Yes, I don't give a fuck what they do with the bottle. Shove it all the way in your ass. I don't care. But take the fucker with you. So they don't want to touch it. No one else wants to touch it either. I don't know if you're excusing this organized chaos, but it shouldn't be my ass that has to deal with it. I don't think you're excusing it, by the way. But yeah, surprising thing, after you shove something in your ass, it's not clean anymore. So someone else has got to pick it up? That's fucking crazy to me. That's fucking crazy. I get so pissed when I see those bottles left behind. Oh, it fucking blood boils. Blood fucking boils. And it's not that I have a problem with like race or religion or anything crazy like that. I don't even know why I'm trying to defend that. Take your dirty fucking bottle and get it the fuck out of here, asshole. What the fuck's wrong with you? What's up, Josh? I just joined on my way to Pittsburgh from Harrisburg. Hope you're having a good Sunday. I'm having a good Sunday. I'm starting to get hungry. And as you can tell, I'm starting to get a little bit fucking grumpy. But yeah, I'm having a good day, Westover. I appreciate it, man. Shit, a live stream. How's it going? It's going good. Good to see you. You seem very excited. Good to see you. Al, good to see you. Hi and howdy. Good to see you, Al. Already talked to Original Outcast here, but always good to see you nonetheless. Now you have to drive to Alaska. I wouldn't mind that. I need to do that. I need to get a passport. I don't know why I don't do it, but I need to. Hardly nothing comes out of Vermont. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever picked up a load out of Vermont. I don't know that I've ever delivered to Vermont. Where the fuck's Vermont? Let me see where that bullshit state's at. Let me have a look here. I know Vermont's over yonder somewhere, over on the East Coast. Oh, yeah, I've been through Vermont because I was up, like, upstate New York and New Hampshire and all that. Yeah, I've been through Vermont. I don't know that I've picked up or delivered there, but I wouldn't mind getting back up to Maine. I used to have a guy that watched the actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever been into Delaware. Well, maybe. No, I don't think I've ever been into Delaware. Now looking at the map. I've been through Philadelphia. But that doesn't look like it crosses into Delaware. You go from Pennsylvania down to New Jersey. And I've been through Philadelphia. There's a place I used to go all the time over there just south of Philly. One of the companies I worked for had an ice cream load that left Colorado that went over to New Jersey. But I've never went down through Baltimore and DC. So no, I guess I was wrong. Looking at the map again, I've never been through Delaware. I probably never will, if I'm being honest with you. Fuck, I thought I had all 48, but no, I've never been there. Never been there. So we've got one left, but I don't know that I'll ever get that. Like, look at fucking Delaware. Look at this piece of shit. I don't know that Delaware's a piece of shit necessarily, but yeah, you'd have to go on 95 to catch a little piece of it. But then there's Wilmington. Is that their capital? Is Wilmington the capital of Delaware? I'm not really sure. But like, why would you ever go down to Dover or Georgetown or Bethany Beach or any of that? Has anybody ever done that in a truck? I've never. No, yeah, I was wrong. I've never been to Delaware still. I probably never will. As a matter of fact, I have avoided my whole career, like, going through or around DC. I've heard it's a fucking nightmare. I've heard it's no fun at all. And I just don't have any interest at all in doing it. No interest at all. So, okay, I was wrong. But I have been through Vermont. I know that. Oh, is that what he was talking about? Well, maybe he shouldn't have left me hanging. How about that? How about that, Holland Donkey? Maybe he should finish his damn sentences. I'm just kidding. Organized chaos. I'm just busting your balls. Hawk 2, spit on that thing. Right, absolutely. That girl's making her some money now. She is. I did not do a very good impression of her, did I? Westover's waving at me. Hello, Westover. Good to see you. Rubbing alcohol to clean the surface would probably make the speaker stick good. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I could probably... I think I have some alcohol wipes in here. What do I got? I got a tub of towels. Are these alcohol, do you think? Are these alcohol? I could scrub it with that, though. I'll throw those over there, and so I remember. I'll throw those over there. And we'll go from there. I think I'm going to whip some ass at the fuel pump tonight. There you go. Make this shit have some validity. There you go. Kick some ass out there and record it and send it to me or post it to your channel and prove me wrong. I'd love to see it. I'd love to fucking see it. Josh, hear the good news. Big A and Corey Brill shut down Willie's Pub. Well, I don't know about all that, Joe Bananas. Willie's funny. Like, Willie's a huge prick, don't get me wrong. And Willie goes way too far. Don't get me wrong. But he's funny, and Willie's a cockroach. You shut down his channel all you want. He'll be back. He ain't going nowhere. So I don't know in the how many years I've been around YouTube that people are like, we shut down the pub, only for the pub to be back the next day, even more belligerent than he was the day before. He ain't going nowhere, guys. It's not even a fight worth having at this point. You're going to waste all your energy. So, I still play NCAA 2014. It's fun. Yeah, it's a good one. I had it on this laptop using an emulator, but sometimes emulators are complete pieces of shit, and it just wasn't playing right. But no, it's a fun one. It's good, and I can't wait for this new college football to come out. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. Anytime a bell rings, a prime driver hits 60 miles per hour. Lady Boomer says, "Do I smell crack?" I don't think that the crackhead's here, but yeah. Spencer, I'm reading Spencer's comment at the very bottom. Woke up with crippling anxiety. I don't know how you do it. Is that in relation to his other comment? Drinking from New Orleans to San Francisco to pick up my wife from airport, and then two Blink 182 concerts, one in Portland, one in Seattle. I wouldn't go see Blink 182 myself, but if that's what you like, that's what you like. But Spencer, to respond to your question, I wake up every fucking morning with just extreme anxiety. It's a lot to deal with. Sometimes it takes me an hour or two to get out of bed. It's now you're making me think about it. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. I do it every day. Now you're making my heart race over here. Yeah, it's all part of it. It's all part of it. Yeah, moving along. Let's move on to the next comment here. Justin says there should be an age limit for those that want to run, so we don't have all these. Yeah, no, I agree, Justin. Absolutely. I think there should be an upper age limit on politicians. I don't care if that's ageist or whatever, for a couple reasons. As you get older, your mind's not as sharp anymore, and as you get older, you get more and more out of touch with the world that's going on, you know. And no, I completely agree. There should be, in my opinion, you guys are welcome to agree, this isn't like a crazy opinion to have, but an upper age limit on all of our politicians. We need term limits for Congress and Senate, and term limits on the Supreme Court, and all these fucking things, because what the fuck is going on here? I just don't get it. And you know, I started to watch the debate between Trump and Biden, and I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion. Keep in mind, you're allowed to have your opinions here, but all I saw was two senile old men just arguing with each other, and it was a shit show, and it didn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. And we gotta. I agree with you, Justin. I agree. What the fuck is going on here? And why the fuck do you want to be 80 years old running a fucking country anyways? Like, what the fuck do you have left to prove? What's going on? When I'm 80, well, I'm not going to live till 80. Let's face it. There's no way I make it till 80. But like, even at like 60, do I really want to be in charge of fucking jack shit at 60? I don't. I just want to give up at 60. I just want to chill, if you don't fucking mind. I don't get it. What do you have to prove still? I don't get it. You can pull a 53-foot trailer with a mega cab. That's what I thought too. I don't know if there's more answers to that, but I thought there was never like a length limit unless you get like super crazy. Like when they're doing like the windmill blades, I don't know if they're doing oversized permits specifically because they're too long. They're definitely too tall, right? And they need escorts and all that. They need escorts. Me too. I could use a good escort right fucking now, if I'm being honest. God damn it. My streams are like that sometimes. Sometimes I say shit I shouldn't fucking say on a stream, and then you guys get to hear it. But I don't know if it's a length issue or the other things that are the problem. But I thought you could pull a 53 also. I thought you could. Toasty Strudel says, hey, Josh, been watching your stuff for a while. Right now, I'm just about to start my third week at CDL school. They're having us practice the reverse offset, forward and reverse. There you go. Awesome. Yeah. You know, there's nothing to it, honestly. Take your time. I mean, I don't know that you're looking for advice, but don't let those instructors try to, you know, get you to hurry up or anything like that. There's nothing to it. There's nothing fucking to it. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Just depends where you're at. There are some places like California that have the axle length. That's a good point. Yeah, that's all good points, Scott. You're actually, yeah, because they got the bridge law. And other states have bridge laws too. It's not just California, but I think California is the most restrictive, I believe. But there are other states that have the bridge laws. I think California is the 40 feet from kingpin to the middle of the back axle or something like that. And of course, your shippers are generally pretty good about that. When you scale it out, you should be good for that. But that's not the point. That's not what you're saying either. But yes, that's a very valid point. Very valid point that I did not consider when I was talking. It's all the above, but the permits have nothing to do with overlength. Okay. I got you. I got you. Yeah. Sometimes I have to defer those questions to my comment section because let's face it. Like I said earlier, I'm just a door swinger, baby, and I'm happy to do it. And I'll probably never do specialized and shit like that. So there are people here that know more than I do when it comes to that. That's for sure. Um, there's no executions to it. Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm training through Catlaw in Austell. I don't know what any of that means, but hey, it sounds like you're almost through it. 3 weeks. You should have that CDL pretty soon. Like California law on tandem to kingpin law in case of earthquake stuff. And they're, oh, I never knew why they had that. Because when I think of moving your tandems, obviously you do it for weight distribution, right? That's the first reason. But me, like I'm sure everybody does this, but I move the tandems as far forward as I can to still get my legal weights, right? I'll have 34,000 on the tandems and only 30,000 on the, drive axles sometimes. And the reason I do that is because it makes your turning radius better, right? So I'll run them as far forward as I can and still be legal. And I always wondered about that with California. So there you go. I learned something new today. I had no idea it had nothing to do with earthquakes. I always thought it was like, well, in case you got to make like tight corners and shit like that. But for the most part, most of California is pretty truck friendly. What I mean by that is the actual driving of the truck. You could drive around, you could get around LA very easily. It's not like crazy tight corners. There might be one here or there, but I always thought that was the reason. And then the more I drove there, I'm like, why are they so worried about it? But if it's an earthquake reason, I guess that's different, huh? I guess that's something I didn't understand. Have fun up there. I've had to hit Chicago to go to Elgin twice in the last 2 weeks. I don't mind going through the Chicago area, if I'm being honest with you. I've done it quite a few times. What do I mind? What really bothers me? The Northeast is obviously a pain in the ass. Wherever the fuck I was up there in Massachusetts had me in a really tight spot. Really, really tight spot. And that pissed me off. I didn't like that. But Chicago never really bothered me much. I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't care. What's up, 2-4? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Georgia. Drinking from, oh yeah, I already read that. I just finished cooking a pot roast to bring with for next week there. Oh, damn. As soon as I read pot roast, my tummy just started rumbling. I'm going to have to find me something to eat, my friends. I hope Road Ranger's got a pot roast in there because that sounds delicious. I got a Philly yesterday. I was on, is it I-24, like southeast-ish of Nashville? And there's a little truck stop there that sells Phillies. It was okay. It was an okay Philly, but damn, now I'm starving. I might have to go. Hermes said pot roast. And I just got shaky. Like I got hungry. Well, there you go. It's Hermes' fault. Don't hate on Hermes. I'm just kidding. But I just realized how much I'm starving. So thank you guys all for coming to hang out. But I'm going to call it a day. I'll go through and read all these comments like I do after every live stream. Appreciate you guys coming to hang out. But I'm going to pass the fuck out if I don't go eat right now. See you guys later. Bye now.